That person named Harold and I met when I was 27 years old. In those days, I was working at a small bookshop in the small town of Bath, of England. Harold often used to come in every Saturday morning at my bookshop where I work. He often never bought any book, a magazine sometimes, or a thin paperback, but he always stayed there for an hour, maybe longer. Late I was realized that he comes here for me, look towards me. For 3 months, we said almost nothing to each other. He was quiet person. I was lady. Eye-to-eye talk begins. To people standing close to something, but not knowing how to reach for it. Then one Saturday in November was a heavy rainy day. It rained so hard that he couldn't leave. He sat in the corner by the window of shop with a cup of tea I made for him, and we talked for the first time. Not about books, about life, about the things we were afraid of, about the places we had never been, but always wanted to go. That evening, he walked me home in the rain, and at my door he said, "Clara, I think I have been waiting a long time to meet someone like you." I could not say anything back. I just smiled and went inside a room and have romance for 1 hour. But that night, I sat at my window and felt something I hadn't felt in a very long time, hope. We started seeing each other after that, slowly, the way people do when they are afraid of ruining something precious. 6 months later, he asked me to marry him. I said yes. We built a quiet life, a house on a narrow street, a small garden, 2 children, Sunday roasts and rainy evenings, and decades of ordinary, beautiful life. And I always thought that we understood each other perfectly. I was wrong. The first letter in the box was dated November 14th, 1979. The same night, he walked at my home in the rain. He had written it that same evening. Asterisk, his handwriting was careful. Every word was chosen wisely. Asterisk, he wrote. Asterisk, dear Clara, I know this is strange, writing a letter to you I will never send. But I couldn't sleep tonight. I kept thinking about you, the way you smiled when I said goodbye. I don't know if you feel the same. I'm afraid to ask. Afraid of what happens if you say no. So I will keep this here, and I will hope. Asterisk. I sat with that letter in my hands for a long time. He had felt it too. Even then, even on that very first night, and he had been afraid, just as I had been afraid. I kept reading. The second letter. Vivi, a year into our marriage, he wrote, asterisk, Clara, you were laughing in the kitchen this morning. You didn't know I was watching. I stood in the hallway for a whole minute, just watching you laughing, and I thought, how did I get so lucky? I want to tell you this every single day, but I never know how. You always seem so complete, so sure of yourself, and I am afraid that if I say too much, I will seem like a man who loves you more than you love me, so I say nothing, and I hope you somehow know. Asterisk. I closed my eyes, because I hadn't known. For 44 years, I hadn't known that I married with that person, which I was romanced before in the age of 27. There was something people close to us used to say. They would say Harold was a quiet man, steady, reliable, not a man of big words or grand gestures. And I had accepted that. I had told myself that was simply who he was, but these letters told a different story. Every year, on the 14th of November, the anniversary of the night we met, he had written me a letter to me, and he never once gave it to me. Letter after letter, year after year. He wrote about the morning our son was born, and how he had cried in the hospital corridor, quietly, so no one would see him. Wrote about the argument we had in 1991. He won that lasted 3 days and almost broke us. And how every minute of those 3 days he had been terrified, not of losing the argument, of losing me. He wrote about watching me sleep, and thinking that the world could take everything from him. Everything as long as it left me. And then I found a letter from 2003. I was almost afraid to read it. Clara, you were ill this spring. Nothing serious, in the end. But for 3 weeks, I didn't know that yet. And in those 3 weeks, I learned something. I learned that I have built my entire life around you. Not around our house, not around our children, not around my work, around you. And if something happened to you, I don't know who I would be. I have never told you this. I should have told you this. Every single day, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I never learned how. Asterisk. I had to stop reading. I pressed the letter to my chest. And I sat in his chair and I breathed. Just breathed. Because the truth was, I had always thought Harold loved me in a quiet way. A comfortable, steady way. I had never known he loved me like this. Like I was the ground beneath his feet. I saved the last letter. For the end, it was different from the others. The handwriting was shaky. He had been ill for 2 years by then, and his hands had started to tremble. It was dated November 14th, 2023, 8 months before he died. I took a long breath, and I read it. Dear Clara, this will be the last letter I write to you. My hands make it hard now. And besides, I think it is time. I have been carrying these letters for 44 years. Every year I told myself, next year I will give them to her. Next year I will find the words to hand her this box and say, Clara, this is everything I never said out loud. This is how much I love you. But I never did. Because I was afraid. Because I was a foolish, frightened man who loved his wife more than anything in the world and never found the courage to tell her properly. I am going to put this box where you will find it when I am gone. I hope you understand. I hope you are not angry with me. I hope, more than anything, that when you read these letters, you feel loved. Because you were, you always will be. I don't know what comes after this life, but I know that if there is something, any kind of something, I will find a way to tell you there, the way I should have told you here. I love you. I love very much. Clara, I have always loved you. Your Harold. I sat in that study for a very long time. The afternoon light moved across the floor. The house was silent, and slowly, something inside me shifted, not broke, not collapsed. Something else, something more like a door, opening, because I realized something I had not expected to realize. I had spent 6 weeks grieving with that man. I thought I had lost at the age of 27, but in that box, I found that man I had never fully known, a man who had loved me quietly and completely and without condition for 44 years, and suddenly, the grief changed shape. It was still grief, it still hurt, but underneath it, underneath all of it, was something that felt almost like a gift for me. I kept these all letters, all 47 of them. I read them again, slowly, over the following days. Some days I could only manage one before I had to stop. Some days I read 3 or 4. I have now read each one so many times that I know them by heart. There is one line from a letter he wrote in 1987 that I keep coming back to. He wrote, I wonder sometimes if love is less about what you say and more about who you keep choosing. Every morning, year after year, if that is love, then I choose you, Clara, every single day. Without question, that is who Harold was. Not a man of grand speeches or great declarations. A man who showed up every morning, year after year, and chose. I just didn't know he was also writing it down. One wish I had known. I wish he had given me the box while he was still here. I wish I could have looked at him across the kitchen table and said, Harold, I knew, I always knew, but thank you for writing it down. But maybe that is the thing about love, the deepest kind of love. It doesn't always travel in words. Sometimes it lives in the silence between them, in the staying, in the choosing, in the quiet, steady presence of someone who makes a home out of wherever they are standing. As long as you are standing there too. I am 73 years old. I have a garden that needs tending, and a house that is too quiet. I have children who call and grandchildren who visit, and a life that is, by any measure, full. But I also have 47 letters on my nightstand, and every night before I sleep, I read one, and I feel, for just a moment, like he is, still in the next room, still choosing me, without question. If someone you love has never said the words, look at their actions, look at who they keep choosing. Every morning, year after year, sometimes love speaks loudest in the quiet things. Thank you for listening.